Not the drug mule guy is coming to testify on Monday. Flipping the script on Diddy. The man who got arrested in Miami, who was working for Diddy, I believe his name is Brendan Paul. He is coming to testify on Monday, flipping everything on Diddy and his team. This is probably why he was in turmoil today, reported, putting his head in his hands, upset by things that were going on. Say it ain't so. I didn't expect Brendan Paul to come here and get his lick back, but this man is coming to get his lick back because he needs it for himself so that he can probably get these charges off his back for why he was arrested. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video. As the days go on and we are closing out on the prosecution and what they have on their list of witnesses, unfortunately, I don't think that Christina Karim is going to testify. People are stating that, she's about to be a co-conspirator herself on the defendant list. She's going to be charged separately. Other people are saying she's not going to testify because her name's in civil lawsuits and it might impact that. But Diddy also has his name in civil lawsuits, many of them. I don't know why Christina Karim is not going to testify, considering that her name is being brought up so much in this case, especially when it comes to the King Knights and what Perez said today as one of the witnesses who worked for Diddy. I don't know why Christina Karim is not going to testify. I don't think that she's going to testify for the defense. I don't think it's going to work like that. Maybe you guys have more clarity, but somebody let me know why Christina Karim is not testifying, because I genuinely want to know, because I want to see this woman on the stand. There are 3 to 4 more witnesses that prosecution are planning to call. Brendan Paul is going to be one of them, and then I think we have another agent, and then probably 2 other people who've worked alongside Diddy in regards to assistance, but I don't think it's going to be the chief of staff that is Christina. Brendan Paul, though, the drug mule, coming to testify is going to be great for the RICO allegations, the RICO perspective of drug trafficking, the indictment of that, and how he worked for Diddy, why he was caught in Miami. Diddy's house is in Miami. Who was he getting the stuff from? What were the orders from Diddy? I'm going to be so keen to hear what this man is going to say on Monday. Now, Judge Arun also stated at the end of today that he is possibly going to dismiss Juror 6 for the fact that he's been biased and just playing up a little bit weird. He's going to decide over the weekend and make his choice on Monday. And to be honest with you, if there are any jurors that are going to be biased, that are going to be a problem, then they need to be removed immediately. And therefore, I think Judge Arun is making the right call by saying that this is what I'm leaning towards, but give me the weekend to really think about it, get into it, and then by Monday I will let you guys know. But most likely that juror, guys, is going to be dismissed. Diddy was in turmoil today, very emotional, very upset, always putting his head in his hands or over his shoulder, kind of slumped in his chair as well. It's been reported by many court reporters who were there, and that he basically just looked very defeated. And I think that Brendan Paul has a part to do with this, but I also just feel like Diddy is exhausted with everything that is happening. And I just think that the last couple of days we're all exhausted from Jane Doe's testimony. But outside of Jane Doe, I feel like he believes that this is not going his way. It's not going his way. Yet again, there have been these secret meetings or sidebars being asked for when the jury are not even present, where the lawyers from both sides and the judge are having conversations that are not in transcripts. Everything that is stated in the court dates should be public information for all of us to understand and read and interpret for whatever we want to interpret it for. Nothing should be said in private that we don't know about. There've been multiple of these secret meetings, and I want people who are reviewing this court stuff with Diddy to really press on this conversation as to why they're having so many of these secret meetings continuously. It is odd to me. I don't know what they're discussing. Is there some form of corruption going on which they don't want us to know about? I don't know. But what we do know is that people are flipping on Diddy, as we know from the people who've come already and testified. But Brendan being one of them is something I didn't expect. That man wants his charges off his back. That man wants some kind of immunity deal. That man wants to be in the graces of the prosecution to help get the bigger fish, which is Diddy. So I'm very keen to know what this man is going to say. Moving on, just rounding out the rest of today in regards to court. In my previous video, you guys can check that out, and in this one we also have Justin Bieber that I want to get into. Now, yet again, Justin Bieber, guys, is really upset with the paparazzi. This will be the 3rd or 4th video. He is lashing out, really angry at them.
Paying you to provoke me, but I'm not the one, okay? Stop provoking me, man. So don't do this to me, okay? I'm not to be with.
Frustrated by the fact that they're playing games. He's a father, he's got a child now, he's upset as to why paparazzi are doing this. He's never been this vocal with paparazzi consistently, and things are on his mind, and I feel like he's just upset at the people that are filming him. Whilst I don't think that, this is a breakdown, I do believe that something in the buttermilk is not clean with Bieber. Something in his conscience is killing him, that he's done that is wrong, and this whole Diddy stuff is getting to him, and so whenever there are cameras around him, it's a lot. Whilst he has had an outburst here and there in his career, it's never been this consistent, and so I think something is eating him up inside where he has done something wrong. Because we've got the vision of Bieber basically being used either by Diddy or other people, unfortunately. But I feel like Bieber has done stuff that is wrong, and it's eating him up inside, eating up his consciousness, because these outbursts that he continuously has are just very worrying. I don't know what's happening, but something ain't right. And we've discussed it so many times, but we're going to keep discussing it if we keep seeing more. Specifically, I want to go back to the prosecution for Diddy's trial. They have 5 witnesses left, guys, to call. Prosecutor Maureen Comey said the government has 5 witnesses. Those include 3 summary witnesses, a law enforcement agent, and another former assistant to Sean Diddy Combs. So that another former assistant probably is Brendan Paul. 3 summary witnesses and an agent in regards to probably what they found, or whatever. The jury, of course, were dismissed for the weekend, and no court dates for Saturday and Sunday. Very interesting day today, especially with Perez, especially with Jane Doe and how she wanted to be at these King Nights, from what he was saying, and one of the agents finding so many firearms in his property that some of it could even penetrate specific body armor, which shows to me that Diddy had all of this ammunition for protection. He knew that something was going to happen. People were coming after him. He was building enemies by the day, and therefore needed his homes to be protected with weapons if it got to that state, let alone other musicians or rappers that he was probably beefing. I believe Diddy had a lot of this weaponry because the higher up people, the executives that he was going up against, might come for him in the night or in the day, and he needed to protect himself. Diddy, guys. From Kanye West appearing to this man having turmoil and being upset to Brendan suddenly coming on Monday now to getting his lick back, I'm here for all of this. You understand? It's been so dramatic today. So many turmoils, emotional, so much panic. A lot is going on. And I think that it's only really going to continue for the next week when everything closes out via the prosecution. Next week is the last week. And I don't think that the defense are going to cook up anything more stronger for the remainder of this trial when the prosecution closes out. I really don't think so. I'm glad that this juror is being dismissed. That's the way that this is going to go, and we're going to get it confirmed on Monday. But we need more accurate people, not people who are biased or doing some shifty stuff. Subscribe to the channel, please. Give this video a thumbs up for the algorithm. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Send a tip. It goes a long way. There's a $sign there. I would really appreciate it. Daily and consistent content, getting everything out to you in less than 10 minutes. Wrapped up, clear and concise. And I'll catch you guys soon for another video.